Do you need to regulate your nervous system to manifest? Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome back to my channel. This is Priya, your manifestation coach. And in this video, I'm going to shine some light on if you need to regulate your nervous system in order to manifest. But first, if you would like to work with me, you can get access to any of my offerings by simply clicking the link below in the description box. Okay, let's get back to this video. Do you need to regulate your nervous system in order to manifest? Now, this is a question that has been popping up quite a bit in the comment section. So I wanted to make this video to shine some light on the full picture about your nervous system and how it fits in with manifestation. So firstly, do you need to regulate your nervous system in order to manifest? The short answer is no. However, you absolutely do want to regulate your nervous system to manifest. What do I mean by this? Stay with me. So first, let's take a step back. What is the thing that's doing the manifesting in your life? You are not your thoughts, you are not your emotions, and you are not your body. It is your I amness, your awareness, that is manifesting everything in your life. So an example of this is thoughts on their own do not have power to manifest. The identification with a thought through your I amness, through your consciousness, is when the thoughts begin to manifest. So that's why when you're thinking a negative thought, all you have to do is just not identify with the thought. Oh, that's just a thought. And then come back to your I amness. Come back to presence. So when you're not identifying with the thoughts, they don't have power over you and they're not going to manifest. So if we were to take a step back for a second, what this means is, again, it's your I amness, your awareness that everything follows. So the thoughts follow your awareness if you identify with a thought. And it's the same thing with emotions. Emotions only manifest if you identify with the emotion. In the same way, your body is always following where you are in consciousness. So when it comes to your nervous system, in order to regulate your nervous system, that begins in consciousness. That begins from your awareness, right? Even if you were to do breath work, which is the most common thing to self-regulate your nervous system, that entails you being present, you tapping into the I am. So again, it's your I amness that is then self-regulating your nervous system. So manifestation happens from your I amness. So what this means is that you don't need to self-regulate your nervous system in order to manifest. Because remember, you're manifesting 24/7, whether you have a regulated nervous system or not. However, when your nervous system is not regulated, this means you're operating from survival mode. Survival mode simply means you see everything as a threat. And can you still manifest from this place? Absolutely, yes. You can go into the I am, focus, and just ignore what's going on in your body and manifest. So in other words, yes, you can manifest from survival mode. The question is, why would you want to manifest from survival mode? Right? Why would you want to manifest through suffering when you can manifest through peace? And that occurs when you self-regulate your nervous system. So you could say the ideal way, right, manifesting from a place of flow would be about self-regulating your nervous system for you, for the human self to feel at peace while you are manifesting. And the easiest way to regulate your nervous system is breath work. So then you're feeling calm, you're feeling relaxed. And from there, you can then start giving your attention to whatever it is that you're manifesting, whether that's through a visual or specific thoughts that you're thinking. It really doesn't matter what you use to focus on being the version of you that already has your manifestation. Now, there is a big difference manifesting this way from a place of peace and flow versus where your nervous system is dysregulated because you're in survival mode, and then you're focusing from this place in order to manifest. Now, there are times when this can come in useful, right? So for example, if you have rent to pay because otherwise you're going to be evicted, I can understand why somebody would suddenly be like, okay, I'm just going to focus, and they're not really going to give a fuck about if their nervous system is regulated or not, and they understand that they're the I am, and they're just going to focus. Like that would be relevant to that situation. But for other things where you have a roof over your head and you are safe, there is no reason to be manifesting from survival mode. There just isn't, right? So what you want to do instead is you do want to focus on self-regulating your nervous system so that you're operating from a place of feeling calm and peaceful. And this requires you to be present when you're moving through your day, right? If you're present, you are in the I am. When you're in the I am, you're rooted in your true self, which is always calm and at peace. So when you're in flow during the day, and if something triggers you, meaning your nervous system is now dysregulated, all you have to do is just maybe do some breath work or something to come back to peace, that place of peace. And then from there, give your attention to your manifestation. That's the way of like ease and flow versus you're constantly in survival mode, but you're giving your attention to your manifestation. Something else that I want to shine light on is that the body is not set up to be in survival mode for long periods of time. When your body is constantly in survival mode, let's say you're somebody who is constantly in survival mode and you're constantly manifesting from survival mode, so you never self-regulate your nervous system from your I amness, then this is what manifests into disease. Right? So the human body is not made to stay in survival mode for long periods of time or to consistently be there. That's when you start manifesting things like disease and illnesses. So that's another reason why you don't really want to be living from a place of survival mode like consistently all the time. Sometimes we will be in survival mode, we're human, we get triggers, shit happens, that's okay, but we don't want to exist there. We don't want that to be our baseline from which we exist from and from which we manifest from. So I did want to shine light on the whole picture of what it means to manifest from a self-regulated nervous system versus a not regulated nervous system. What it really means is, are you manifesting from survival mode or are you manifesting from flow state? And the idea is, ideally, you want to be manifesting from flow state where things feel more easy and effortless, and anytime you are triggered and your nervous system gets out of whack, you want to focus on bringing that back into balance. And when you do this consistently, regularly, you're training your nervous system's baseline to be that of like peace and harmony, and eventually that becomes your norm. So that is absolutely something that you want to intend for yourself, so that you're manifesting from a healthy way, versus if you're constantly manifesting from survival mode. Like I said, if you stay there all the time and you're just manifesting the next thing from the next thing and the next thing from survival mode, that will begin to manifest as illness or disease in your body, because the body isn't meant to be in survival mode dominantly. Okay, the body is meant to be operating from a place of peace dominantly. The message here is sometimes it is necessary to manifest from survival mode. You just don't want to make that your norm, right? If you're in a bit of a pickle and you don't have time to calm down your nervous system and you're just like, all I can do is focus right now, that might be relevant for that situation. But you just don't want to make that your norm and your go-to, right? Again, using the example of, let's say if you maybe have like rent to pay, you're going to be evicted, maybe it's like really impossible for you in that moment to like self-regulate your nervous system, to calm down, to be in a place of peace, and then to focus. Maybe in that moment, you're just like, okay, I'm going to get into full focus mode, focus, like from the I am. And remember, you're not your thoughts, emotions, or body. So the I am is what manifests all the things into your reality. So from there, maybe you manifest a different outcome with regards to getting the money, like to pay your rent, etc. Right? And that is relevant for that situation. But again, when it comes to other stuff, let's say if maybe you want to get a promotion at work, or you want to manifest a relationship or a specific person, there is no reason to be doing that from survival mode. Absolutely zero reason to be doing that from survival mode. And when it comes to relationships and specific person, you absolutely don't want to be doing that from survival mode, because that's actually coming from an addiction pattern. If you are manifesting from survival mode, which means that your identity of self, you don't have a self-concept that says, I'm lovable, I'm good enough, and I'm whole no matter what. And so you're not the identity that knows your worth and value. So yes, you can call in the relationship, but because your self-concept isn't where it needs to be, sustaining that relationship is going to be like a whole other different ball game, because you're operating from a place of addiction versus from a place of flow whilst you're in that relationship. So that's why you want to understand the benefits and the whole picture of why you do want to be manifesting from a place of having a self-regulated nervous system. And to be honest, when you focus on self-concept and you begin to know your value and your worth, or you know yourself as the I am anyway, and I mean, you regularly live from the place of presence and your I am, your nervous system is automatically like regulated, okay? Because you're present. And then number two, if you have a high self-concept, your self-concept says, I'm lovable, I'm good enough, I'm perfect no matter what. That's your dominant state. You're going to be at peace when you're operating from that place. That's going to be your like dominant state of being. And this is why self-concept work is so important. I did have somebody the other day in the comments mention you don't need self-concept, just know yourself as the I am. That is absolutely true. You actually don't. Because when you know yourself as the I am, it just means that, you know yourself as the operant power of your reality, as one with God. Like, if you know yourself as that, then you go beyond identity. However, that would require you to be present like 24/7 all the time. The way I see that is, why not set yourself up to win? Why not have an identity that says, an identity of self-concept, I'm lovable, I'm good enough, no matter what, so that even if you're not present, that's the thing that's running in the background on autopilot, that you're lovable and good enough no matter what. However, it's actually not necessary. You can absolutely just focus on living from a place of the I am and not do self-concept work at all. However, when you're not present, your default setting will be your self-concept, and that's what will start to manifest in your life. So if your default self-concept is I'm not good enough, I'm not lovable, everybody hates me, the minute you're not present or aware, that's the default stuff that's going to start manifesting into your life. So when it comes to regulating your nervous system, is it necessary to manifest? No, it's your I am that is manifesting. However, ideally, you do want to be manifesting from a regulated nervous system, because when your nervous system is dominantly regulated, it means that you're feeling at peace within yourself. You're somebody who knows that you're lovable, good enough, and perfect exactly the way that you are. You're operating from a place of peace, and from there, it's very easy to then give your attention to your manifestations and allow them to flow into your experience. And you're also the identity that can then hold those manifestations once they do come in. When you're manifesting from survival mode, which you can still do, when it comes to things like relationships and stuff like that, that stuff can come in, but it will easily go because you haven't shifted your identity to know that you're lovable and good enough, or you're not somebody who's living from the state of presence 24/7. So I hope this video has helped shine some light about if you need to regulate your nervous system in order to manifest what you want. And I hope it's really given you the holistic picture of how manifesting from a regulated nervous system fits in with manifestation, but that you can also manifest from a dysregulated nervous system, because it's your I am that is manifesting. However, we don't want that to be your dominant state, although it might be required sometimes. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day or a wonderful evening. Mwah.